As Rogue and G2 go again with Shabu doing these best of fives, of course. Hold my thought for a second as Malrank finds Jankos.
He's gonna jump into Caps as well, really good engage. Caps has to flash away, Jankos looking for a bit of damage. Malrank forced away, flashes the piercing arrow as well. That was smart. I think that would have been enough damage to take him down.
Trade Flash actually benefits Rogue in this scenario because Larson will have set up at 6. Caps will have...
Difficult to be able to challenge, but now Malrank has his eyes on another game.
Cop with a good spell shield. It's gonna get rooted though. Heal coming out from Trimby. Looking for that shield as well. Malrank looks at the flank position here. Targman stepping forward. He's ignited, has flash heal. Will he be able to get away? Malrank looking for Flackett instead. Targman pops the heal to try and get away. The root coming out. Last embrace. Trimby. Got a prowling projectile.
Yes,
Flacker has to flash away. Target still has the flash. Yes. Pop the honey fruit. He manages to get away anyway.
That's so much miscommunication from...
Test. Caps looking to get the push in mid.
And
here they go.
Caps still no flash. Malrank looking for him. Chain of corruption goes down. Malrank with the knopper though, and Caps nowhere to go. First blood.
Has TP. Of course, it is awakened now because we passed the 14-minute mark. But you already see the TP into the mid lane, which means that the collapse is already coming through from G2. Rogue is trying to attack the flank in Broken Blade, and it looks like they're going to get it.
Flash in, move the Predator stun, and Broken Blade down. Rogue with a great pick there. Caps, though, trying to
get around the objective they do decide to go for. Now Rogue needs to defend mid.
Malrank, Crescent Guard, trying to get out. Blast Cone used as well. Malrank will flash. Charm coming out across 2 members as Oda1. They will fall. Flacker takes him. It was Jankos waiting in the bush that caught Rogue unaware.
Every time we see a good play from Rogue, we see a better one from G2. They had control over the mid-range one because, as you rightly said, the gold is pretty much even, the kills are pretty much even, but it feels like that G2 are just finding more advantages on the map. And like, this was a great play from Rogue. They do convert this into the Herald, but then look at how G2 respond. They force comp back. They know that he's basically isolated underneath his tower, and G2 with the pressure that they have in mid, and Jankos cleverly positioning himself right here, means that they're able to force this fight and come out on top. And again, it's one of those situations where every time Rogue is doing something or making something happen, it always feels like G2 is just getting...
Just 5,000 HP on the Dragon, it resets. Rogue continue to prod and to poke and to see if they can find a way in here. Odo's going to go all the way around to join his team. Jankos won the smite in the last game. Can he win this one again? It looks like it's going to be a 50-50. Jankos has flash to get away. Malrank gets it down to 3,000. Broken Blade going forward. Jankos looking for the Cyclone. The Dawning Shadow coming out as well. And Jankos lands the Cyclone on 3. But immediately he's stunned up, blocked up and dead. Malrank with the Crescent Guard will keep himself alive. That Dragon down to 2,000. Yumi on his shoulders. The damage on the last one is huge. But Rogue able to dash away. Malrank trying to escape as well. Won't get in today. G2 secure the Dragon.
The poke was incredible.
Unbelievable, unbelievable damage from G2. They lose their jungler, yet still walk away with the Dragon.
Yeah, Jankos goes in, and he knows Comp has no flash, but he goes a little bit too deep. The Sentinel's good for the shield, but he just gets melted from the stun from Odo. So then turned into a 4v5 stare down as Malrank flashes out. G2 have the confidence to continue. Watch his arrow from Caps. Boom, straight through Larson and Odo. Takes 50% of their health bars, they're forced out, and then that just means you have to give the objective up.
Yeah, and Malrank, he used his W to try and get a bit of poke out. If he used it over the wall onto the Drake, maybe there was a world Drake could go on his spells on both sides.
Broken Blade's looking for the flank.
Keep your eyes on it. Malrank flashes
forward,
in.
final chapter. Cap's gonna flash away. The encore coming in. Hits onto Malrank. Crescent Guard gonna keep him alive. The Cyclone goes to the back line as well. Rogue trying to retreat. All out of the retreat. Comp takes 1. Already Broken Blade is down. Rogue restart the Dragon. G2 backing away. Cap still looking for the damage from long range. But the healing and the shielding from that Yumi is enough. The slide in. Immediate stun onto Larson. Pops a stopwatch. Yumi dodges off his shoulders. Flash away by Larson. Dragon still aggro. TP coming back in by Oda1. He had to retreat and rejoin this fight.
The poke misses. Larson still has ult. He was looking for a shuffle, but I think Flackett rooted him as he went for it. The root's going to miss onto Comp. It's a 4v5. G2 could lose the entire game here if they tried to contest that, and they're going to smartly back away. Rogue win the fight, and they get the Dragon.
The biggest blunder there was Broken Blade diving onto the break, and they're still in this game.
Oh, such a stressful fight for both teams. If Odo fell here, I think G2 might have just won the game. Let's watch Odo's health bar as the fight progresses, because you're completely right, Fede. As Broken Blade goes deep, but Odoamne does a similar sort of thing, trying to look for a disengage. And now watch his HP bar. So incredibly low by the burst of Caps, but it just lives, so he can TP back and make it a 5v4. And then Larson here tries to go in, but I think it's the root from Flackett that stops him. Whew. I think that was a flash ult right there.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. You know, that's Merc Tread's value from Odoamne if I've ever seen it. And the fact that he was able to just flash out there, the damage from G2.
Yes, again, it's a similar playbook to every other time before. They might just look for the 50-50, they might just look for the smite fight. Broken Blade on it right now. Jankos down to 3,000 HP. Malrank kept to arm's length. The final chapter coming out. Jankos gets it! Infernal Soul secured! And now Odoamne diving onto the back line is already dead. G2 can open up, and Broken Blade needs that GA to bring him back. Caps, what poke you got? You're in a 4v3 situation right now until that GA brings back Broken Blade. The slide in by Larson, but he only catches Broken Blade. That's one. Stopwatch coming out as well. Marang low. He's going to pop a stopwatch of his own. Comp trying to get in with the damage, but Comp will fall. Targamas and Flackhead versus 3 from Rogue. Marang rooted up. Marang healed. The healing from the Yuumi is absurd. But so is Targamas. A triple for Seraphine. And G2 come out on top.
It's only the supports that...
Clutch. He's done it multiple times this series, being able to secure these smites. If we can get a slow-mo observers just as Jankos and Malrang contest for this dragon, I'd love to see how low it gets. Because here we go. Oh my god, so did the smite come out early? It looked like a huge chunk of damage down to 500 HP. Jankos then secures it. We see Odo Omni dive onto the backline. He gets melted. Jankos is the same. He then gets melted. And then at this position, you think Rogue, they can win the team fight.
Let's watch Larson in slow-mo as well, because, I wonder what happened with his flash there. He did use it. I wonder if he tried to predict them, but I'm not exactly sure which direction the flash went in. I don't know if his full WEQ went off, but then it was just Targamas and Flackett versus 3, and they decided to go for Flackett over Targamas. Could have been a mistake. Flackett only had 1 combo left of mana, but that was enough to get a double from the Liandry's, I believe, and the damage from Targamas.
Oh my god, the bot lane from G2. I can't believe that it was 2 supports that ended up living at the end there. That's just the damage from the last fight, and you can see that Rogue is definitely not lacking in that department, but Odo Omni may be losing his life.
Broken Blade looking for the chase. Be either as G2.
Jankos do it again.
Need to try and answer. Jankos looking for the steal. Already got 2 so far this series. Instead, he looks for Odo Omni. Takes him out. Jankos able to escape as well somehow. Now can he dive back in? Doesn't have the flash, doesn't have the decoy. But that Baron is low. 5 taken by Marang. Rogue starts to retreat. Marang will sacrifice himself to try and get the rest of his team out, but the Dawning Shadow will stop the ports. Larson dodging across, diving across. Comp caught out. 3 members of G2 here, but Comp just opens up the boomerangs. Absolutely melt. Rogue get 3 Barons out alive.
Yeah, G2 had no ults to chase with. They use Sen ult aggressively. They might look for a pick here, Rogue, but Comp throws the boomerang and gives away the play. So, Rogue lose 2 members. They take...
I thought that G2 was just going to dominate that fight, but let's keep our eyes on how this fight played out.
Odo Omni's HP bar gets taken incredibly low, and he does fall, but Jankos gets stunned just before he dies, so that forces him to W away, and I think Malrang screaming at Larson here, finish, 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 because they know Jankos is low and he has to recover from Senna, and Seraphine gets it in time. Malrang no flash, and let's watch Targamas here as he falls. He tries to snipe them with his ult to stop recalls, but Larson dashes over the wall, and then they think they can chase Comp, but it's only Jankos and Caps, and we saw Caps use the ultimate in bot looking for Odo. He can't really offer much.
Wukong use the W to actually close the gap onto Comp. They think they can...
They get chased down, and G2 have an angle on this dragon. It's just going to get rushed down, so they shouldn't stay here for too long. Comp.
Spell should use. There's the root. The encore coming out as well. Jankos gets in. The shutdown. The slide away with the Emperor's Divide. Keeps Larson alive for the moment as he dodges away. Do you look to turn this one around? The Sundance coming out. Stopwatch from Larson. Broken Blade keeping the rest of Rogue busy off towards the side. And Jankos claims his second of the fight. They overstepped, they overstayed, and they were punished. Slapped down by G2. TP to the bottom lane.
And just like that, in the blink of an eye, G2 might just end this game out of nowhere. There's a reason G2 has been to 10 finals. There's a reason that they have 9 titles, and they're going to punish any mistake you make. G2 pushing onto the Nexus.
Comp's flash was 10 seconds away, but while it is up, your team is not. The TPs are coming through from G2. Only Odo Omni stands in the way of putting G2 to match point.
First Nexus tower, the target, Odo Omni trying to survive here, has the Yuumi on his shoulder. But that cat will not help you with that. G2 take a decisive win in the top lane and take us to match point.
1 game away from the finals, G2. Really good execution on that top fight. Comp just overstepping a little bit, very low